Welcome to Radiant Aging, where growing older means growing stronger, healthier, and happier every day. Have you ever caught yourself looking in the mirror and thinking, I just don't feel like myself anymore? Maybe you've noticed a little less energy, a little more stiffness in your joints, or maybe even a sense that the confidence you once had isn't as strong as it used to be. If so, you're not alone. But here's the good news. Feeling younger and more confident after 60 isn't about turning back the clock. It's about embracing the life you have right now and making choices that help you feel your absolute best, inside and out. Think about it. How often do we assume that aging means slowing down, settling into a routine, and accepting whatever changes come our way? The truth is, aging is just another chapter of life. And like every chapter before, you get to decide how you live it. That's exactly what we're talking about today. How you can regain that spark, boost your energy, and walk through life with the confidence and vitality you deserve. Let's start with something that many people overlook: your mindset. Your thoughts shape your reality, and if you constantly tell yourself, I'm too old for that, or I can't do things the way I used to, then guess what? Your body is going to follow that belief. But when you start telling yourself, I am strong, I am capable, and I am still growing, you shift the way you experience life. Scientists have even studied this. People who have a positive attitude about aging live longer and have a lower risk of disease. It's not just about thinking young. It's about believing that your best years can still be ahead of you. And one of the best ways to reinforce a positive mindset is by staying active. Now, I'm not saying you need to hit the gym for hours or start running marathons. But movement is key to feeling youthful. When you move, you increase circulation, improve flexibility, and even boost your mood. Something as simple as a daily walk, a little stretching, or dancing to your favorite music in the living room can make a world of difference. The goal isn't to push yourself to exhaustion. It's to keep your body engaged and remind yourself that you are alive and capable. Of course, energy isn't just about movement. What you put into your body plays a huge role in how you feel. Processed foods, too much sugar, and a lack of nutrients can drain your energy and make you feel sluggish. But when you fuel your body with real, wholesome foods, fresh vegetables, lean proteins, and healthy fats, you give yourself the building blocks to stay strong and vibrant. Now, this might surprise you, but confidence and feeling young aren't just about your physical health. It's also about how you show up in the world. Have you ever noticed how a simple change, like wearing a color that makes you feel good, trying a new hairstyle, or even standing a little taller, can completely shift how you feel about yourself? Confidence isn't about looking a certain way. It's about carrying yourself with pride and knowing that you are still the same incredible person you've always been, just with more wisdom and experience. And here's where a lot of people make a mistake. They start comparing themselves to who they used to be instead of focusing on who they are now. But think about this. Every stage of life brings something new. In your 20s and 30s, you might have had youthful energy, but did you have the same depth of knowledge and life experience that you have today? Did you have the same resilience, the same ability to handle life's ups and downs with grace? There is beauty in every age, and the moment you start appreciating where you are right now, instead of longing for the past, that's the moment you truly begin to shine. Now, let's talk about something really important. Connection. One of the biggest factors in feeling young and confident is staying engaged with life. It's easy to fall into routines and withdraw from social activities, but the people who feel the most vibrant are the ones who stay connected. Whether it's reaching out to old friends, joining a local group, or even picking up a new hobby, staying socially and mentally active is one of the best ways to keep that youthful spark alive. And don't underestimate the power of learning something new. Whether it's picking up a book on a topic that excites you, learning a new skill, or even trying a new type of exercise, challenging yourself keeps your mind sharp and gives you a sense of accomplishment. So let me ask you, What's one small thing you can do today to bring more energy and confidence into your life? Maybe it's taking a short walk, maybe it's calling a friend, or maybe it's just looking in the mirror and reminding yourself that you are still full of potential. One of the biggest secrets to feeling younger and more confident after 60 is understanding that small, consistent habits matter far more than drastic changes. Think about it. If you tried to completely overhaul your diet, fitness, and lifestyle overnight, you'd probably feel overwhelmed and give up within a few days. But when you take small steps every day, those little changes add up, and before you know it, you start feeling stronger, more energized, and more like yourself again. One of the most powerful habits you can build is prioritizing quality sleep. So many people assume that as they get older, they just have to accept poor sleep as a fact of life. But that's not true. Your body still needs rest to repair itself, to keep your immune system strong, and to keep your brain sharp. If you find yourself waking up feeling exhausted, it's time to take a closer look at your sleep habits. Start by creating a bedtime routine that signals to your body that it's time to wind down. That might mean dimming the lights an hour before bed, avoiding screens, or drinking a cup of herbal tea. And here's something most people don't realize. Your body temperature plays a huge role in how well you sleep. If you often wake up in the middle of the night, try keeping your bedroom slightly cooler. Your body naturally cools down as you fall asleep, and a cooler room helps support that process. Now, let's talk about stress. You might be thinking, I'm retired, I should be less stressed than ever. But stress doesn't just come from work. It comes from worrying about family, health, finances, and even the unknowns of aging. And here's the tricky part. Chronic stress doesn't just affect your mood. It actually speeds up the aging process by increasing inflammation in the body. So, how do you manage stress in a way that keeps you feeling young and confident? One of the simplest yet most powerful techniques is deep breathing. The next time you feel overwhelmed, try this. Inhale deeply through your nose for 4 seconds, hold for 4 seconds, and then exhale slowly for 6 seconds. Doing this just a few times sends a signal to your nervous system that you are safe, helping your body relax. Another way to combat stress is by practicing gratitude. It might sound simple, but taking just a few minutes each day to focus on what you're grateful for can completely shift your mindset. Instead of focusing on what you've lost or what's changed, you start focusing on what's still good in your life. And that shift alone can make you feel lighter, happier, and yes, more youthful. But let's not forget one of the most underrated ways to feel younger: laughter. When was the last time you laughed so hard your stomach hurt? Laughter isn't just fun, it actually lowers stress hormones, boosts your immune system, and even improves circulation. So whether it's watching a funny movie, reminiscing with an old friend, or even just finding humor in everyday life, make it a point to laugh more. Now you might be wondering, how does all of this tie into confidence? Well, when you feel good, when you sleep well, manage stress, and find joy in everyday life, you naturally project confidence. You carry yourself differently. You smile more. You engage more with the world around you. And confidence isn't about looking a certain way. It's about feeling comfortable in your own skin, knowing your worth, and embracing the life you have. And here's something most people don't realize. Confidence isn't something you're born with or something you lose as you age. It's something you can build at any time. One of the simplest ways to boost your confidence is to take care of your appearance, not for anyone else, but for yourself. When you wear clothes that make you feel good, when you stand tall with good posture, when you take time to groom yourself, you're sending a message to yourself that you are worth the effort. At the end of the day, confidence and feeling young are choices. They're not about reversing time. They're about making the most of the time you have. They're about choosing to live fully, to take care of yourself, and to never stop growing. There's one more thing that can instantly make you feel younger and more confident. Staying connected. One of the biggest myths about aging is that as you get older, your world has to shrink. That's simply not true. In fact, staying socially active is one of the most powerful things you can do for both your physical and mental health. Studies have shown that people with strong social connections tend to live longer, stay sharper, and even experience less stress. But let's be honest, building and maintaining relationships can get harder as we age. Maybe your social circle has changed, or maybe you've lost touch with old friends. If that sounds familiar, don't worry. It's never too late to reconnect or even make new friends. A simple phone call, a quick text, or even a casual conversation at the grocery store can brighten your day. And if you're feeling isolated, consider joining a group. Whether it's a book club, a fitness class, or a local volunteer organization. Being around people who share your interests not only keeps your mind engaged, but also reminds you that you're never alone. And let's not forget about learning new things. If you want to feel truly young, keep challenging yourself. When was the last time you tried something new? Whether it's learning a new language, picking up an instrument, or even mastering a new recipe, your brain thrives on novelty. And here's a little secret. Trying new things isn't just good for your mind, it's amazing for your confidence. There's nothing quite like that feeling of accomplishment when you do something you once thought was out of reach. Confidence after 60 isn't about looking a certain way or proving anything to anyone. It's about feeling good in your own skin, embracing who you are, and knowing that life is still full of possibilities. It's about waking up each day with the mindset that there is still so much to experience, enjoy, and contribute. So, as we wrap up, remember this. You have more control over how you feel than you think. You can choose to take care of your body, to manage stress, to laugh more, to stay connected, and to keep learning. These small, daily choices add up. They shape how you feel, how you carry yourself, and how you show up in the world. And if there's one thing I want you to take away from this, it's that you are not done growing. You are not done laughing. You are not done living. No matter your age, there is still so much joy to be had, so much confidence to build, and so much life left to embrace. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe. And share your thoughts in the comments. What's one thing that makes you feel young and confident? Let's keep this conversation going. Here's to living fully, feeling amazing, and embracing every moment ahead.